Hey there, bestie, and welcome to another day of tier lists. So today we are doing a tier list on my top songs between 2021 Spotify Wrapped and 2022 Spotify Wrapped. So basically what I did is I went through my top songs. I made sure, like, there were multiple songs by the same artist that were in my top, but I wanted, from each year, 5 different songs that were different artists. I am not explaining this well because I have 2 by one artist, but those were from different years. I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense. Anyway, continuing on. Now, I did have the same top artists for both 2021 and 2022. My top artists were Mercules, Lil Nas X, Joji, Ashniko, and Jakey. Same things, just different songs, because different songs were released. But anyway, we're going with top songs of the 2 years. I'm doing them in alphabetical order. So all of these would belong in S tier if it were up to me. So what I did was give myself certain guidelines. I can't put multiple songs by the same artist in the same tier. I have 10 different songs here in 5 tiers. I have to put only 2 in each tier. So I was like, this is like my guidelines for that. And going through this, I decided I would share my favorite lyric from each of the songs that I am mentioning. So let's just jump into it. So the first song we have here is by Oliver Tree. It's Cowboys Don't Cry. This is a song that I found partway through this year, actually. This is a 2022 year song. I found it this year, and I listened to it so much. It was my second most played song. For days and days and days, I listened to it on repeat. I love this song so much, and I wanted to share my favorite lyric from that song. My favorite lyric is, "My cowboy tears are still blowing in the winds." I think I'm in my Yee phase, I'm not sure, but it made me love it so much that I wanted to be a little cowboy. So to go with my overall, I love wearing overalls. I think that's a gay thing too. I'm just saying. So, I'm just saying, I'm super gay. We'll find out with some songs coming up. Anyway, I bought a bolo tie, or I'm getting a bolo tie for Christmas, and I got a cowboy hat, and I'm gonna wear it with my little button up, and I'm gonna be a little cowboy, and this song inspired that. I don't know. I'm gonna put it on A tier. I'm probably gonna have to go over the songs, and then we'll put them in their tiers, if that makes sense. Okay, moving on. Next we have Olivia Rodrigo, Driver's License. This song I believe came out last year, and this was one of my top songs for last year. It's a good song, it's a bop, and my favorite lyric is, "I can't imagine how you could be so okay now that I'm gone." The reason that this lyric stood out to me is, if you've ever had your heart broken because of love, this is definitely a lyric that makes so much sense. My first love that ever broke my heart, I definitely was left feeling like this. This was how I felt, because it felt like I was being ripped apart internally, and I thought I would never heal from it, but I did. I'm gonna put it on D tier, not because it belongs on D tier, these are S tier songs for me, but because out of all the songs, I think I prefer, like, if I have to rank them, it would be the others above it. Still a bop, still listen to it all the time, I even listen to like a remix that my partner found of it, so I really like this song. Okay, next up is a song by my absolute all-time favorite artist. His name is Mercules. He's like an underground British Columbia rapper. Hip-hop is my favorite music genre. This song is going S tier. I feel like there are just some songs in life that save your life, which I think a lot of the songs on this list are. This song, no matter how lost I am in life, if I come back to it, I feel like myself again. This and his next song, or no, this is Hard on My Sleeve. Sorry, actually, this is Hard on My Sleeve. I got mixed up because that's Moment. That's the album art for Hard on My Sleeve. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna put this in A tier because I think Moment goes in S tier. This is also a song that brings me back to myself. It's super fast paced, not a sad song. I love a lot of sad shit because I'm a sad bitch. I could probably sing this entire song from the top of my memory. I've listened to this song so many times. I'm always in I'm always in the top % of listeners for Mercules because literally my favorite artist. But anyway, I decided to choose one lyric from his entire song. The whole thing's a bop, but I've been eating these wrappers and dipping that shit in ketchup. I don't know why, but I love that lyric so much. It's so funny every time I come up to it. Whenever I'm singing this song, I literally, if somebody was like, gun to your head, why is this always my analogy? Gun to your head, sing every single lyric in one breath of this song. I could, not in one breath, I have very shit lungs, but I could do it. I could sing the whole song if somebody made me. I don't know why I'd have somebody have a gun up to my head and be asked that, but whatever, here we are. Okay, Moment by Mercules is S tier. So Mercules talks a lot about his alcoholism and how that affects him and is a big problem in his life, and how he's kind of dealt with the trauma in his life. Now, I actually don't have an issue with alcohol, only because my dad was an alcoholic, and I don't want to go there. I don't want to be like my dad, but his emotions and the way that he portrays how he's struggling with his trauma and mental health issues is something that I've related heavily to. And this song is just one that hits me so hard. I'm actually going to share one of my favorite lyrics of it. You ain't me and you never will be. The devil inside was sent to kill me. That lyric is just... it hits so close to home for me because I kind of feel like that's how mental health issues are. It feels like you have a devil inside of you and you can't fight it sometimes, and it just, I don't know, that lyric gives me goosebumps. This whole song, I relate to it so heavily and so much, and it means so much to me that he so openly talks about his mental health struggles. I love it. Please listen to it if you haven't. All right. Next up, we have a song by an artist called Early Adopted. So Early Adopted is a smaller hip-hop artist. The only reason I know about him is I went to a Mercules concert back in into 2019, and he was opening for Mercules. Him and, oh my god, I know who else, but my brain, I'll get back to you on that one, my brain's blinking, but, anyway, Early Adopted is just chef's kiss. I love his music, I love his beats, I love his sound, and I love his lyrics. And he actually came out with an album this year that, oh my god, every song on it is a fucking bop. I swear to god, his music hits something for me and I relate so deeply to it. And this was in my top songs for this year, his song Old Self. The lyric that I would say is my favorite from this is a little bit longer. Don't feel like my old self, maybe he's gone. Really hope he ain't though, was hoping we could talk. That hit me really hard because I feel like I relate very, very heavily to that. I have struggled, I have a lot of trauma. I have a lot of trauma and I have a lot of mental health issues, and it very much so, when you're in the middle of dealing with stuff like that, feels like you've lost any versions of yourself that were familiar. And I get the feeling of wanting to talk to old versions of yourself because, like, it's like you need a compass or a true north, and if you lose those versions of yourself, you feel very lost and there is no more true north for you, if that makes sense. So, God, that song hit me so hard. I don't know where to put it. Oh, I'm stuck. I don't know. I'm gonna put it in S tier for right now. I don't know. See, these are all S tier for me. This is so hard. That's why we're doing this. Okay. Next up, we have Jakey, Pine Barrens. So Jakey came out with an album this year, and those haven't had a chance to fully make it to my top played songs list because they literally just came out last month. But they're making their way up. I'm telling you, they're gonna be in my Spotify playlist next year. But anyway, well, Pine Barrens obviously made it because it came out earlier this year, but the others don't. I know Drive Off a Bridge will be in my top. Anyway, let's focus on Pine Barrens. So Pine Barrens is, good God, it's such a good song. I could be misinterpreting this song, but what it seems like to me is that in this song, Jakey's kind of, it seems like a love song, but it's not. I think it's about love for himself and how love for yourself should be your first true love. And he says at the start, I want to give love a second chance. And I think or first love. And I think what I think he's portraying with this song is his trying to find love for his new self, for himself. And I feel like he's talking about two different versions of himself. And anyway, I'm butchering every explanation of this that I could possibly butcher, but my favorite line is paint a picture of my life into the snow. This hit me for personal reasons. I write like a lot of poetry and music and lyrics and shit like that, and I have a lot of lyrics and poems with lines in it that relate very heavily to snow and stuff like that, because of trauma, and it's just like the way that my brain processes how I view my trauma, if that makes sense. Usually with cold and winter and stuff like that, because winter is like espresso depresso season. Let's just talk about that. Hello. It gets dark too early, and it's cold and everything's dead. Like my insides. Okay. Anyway, oh god. But this kind of hit me because, like, you can't really capture a person's entire life in one picture, and I think that in my brain, the way that he said this was that he holds such little value of his own life that you could put it in one picture. And I actually really get that. There have been many times in my life where I've had such small value for myself and for my life that you could portray it so easily and it would be pathetic. And that's how I've felt in the past, and I'm really working hard. This year has been all about really trying to work towards a better version of myself, and a self that doesn't feel like that anymore. No one should have to feel like that or live like that, and so we're trying. We're doing the best we can. Alright, anyway, I'm actually putting this on A tier, and moving Oliver Tree down to B tier. I love that song, but this song has hit me so hard this year, and I love it so much. Okay, next up we have Bitter Fuck by Joji. This was one of my top songs last year. I love this song. I love it so much. I think this song came out in like 2017. It's an older one. My favorite lyric is actually the opening ones. I find it hard to be myself. I shed my skin for everybody else. Fuck. Especially last year, I feel like I related to this. Coming from the life that I came from, that's kind of how I had to live my life, especially in my home, is I had to transform myself to fit whatever ideals the people in my home wanted me to look like, which is not healthy. That's not healthy, okay, ever. And I shouldn't have had to be put into that situation, but I was. So that is really why I relate to that song. See, this is hard. I'm gonna put it here. I don't know. I don't want to, but I feel like I have to. Okay. This is terrible. I hate doing this. Actually, I'm gonna put it on D tier. Okay. All of these are S tier songs, I swear. Okay. We're gonna lighten the mood here. Next up, we have Slumber Party by Ash Nico. Listen, Ash Nico is... oh my god. She is everything? I think I might be in love with Ash Nico. I think I'm in love with Ash Nico. I'm sorry to my partner of 10 years. I got a big ol' lesbian crush on Shniko. I'm in love with her. I love her music. I love the way it makes me feel empowered, as I'm gender fluid, but I still identify very strongly as a woman, partially because I will never be able to shed that. I will never be able to not be a woman in the way that people will never not see me as a woman, especially if I go in public. I am still not a safe person no matter how I feel inside. It is not safe for women in the world, and I can't just escape that because of the body I was born in. And I don't think I'm unhappy with the body I'm born in as much as I'm not really sure how I feel about my gender. And I think gender is a spectrum, and I think that's why gender fluid fits me. And if you don't know, I identify as they, them, because Lord have mercy. I just don't feel like lately I've been kind of in between gender fluid and non-binary feeling, but the reason I stick with gender fluid is because sometimes I do feel more feminine, sometimes more masculine. Anyway, God, I'm on a whole tangent, but Ashniko, I love her, and the reason Slumber Party is on here is because I'm just a big gay horny bitch. That's it. That's all. My favorite lyric, she cute, kawaii, hentai boobies, that excites me. I should be embarrassed, but yeah, here we are. I'm gonna put on C tier, only because of the Lil Nas X song that we'll get to. Next up I have Stupid by Ashniko. My favorite lyric is fantasize about the pussy power. Women are divine, and they're strong, and they're powerful, and I love them, and I love that lyric, and yeah. I don't know. It does something for my little brain, and these lighten the mood, so like, I'm a big gay horny bitch. I love Ashniko. Anyway, I'm giggling because I'm shy. Okay. Why am I so shy right now? Alright. Last but absolutely not least, one of my top songs in my Wrapped. I think it was this year and last year. It was in both of them. This one further down, but this year, but still, is Sun Goes Down by Lil Nas X. Oh my god, this song, when I heard it, crushed me. It hit me so hard. I cried to this song like a bunch of fucking times. Oops. This song, oh, it's beautiful, 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 beautiful. My favorite lyric that I heavily relate to is, these gay thoughts would always haunt me. I prayed God would take it from me. I grew up in a very conservative home, and being a gay bitch, I was dealing with a lot of gay thoughts, and I used to pray all the time. Like, it was conservative home plus religious, which usually go together, but yeah, I would lay in bed at night and be like, I'm sorry for my gay thoughts, please just make them stop. Now, as the grown person that I am now, that has experienced the world and experienced life, I now know that how I feel religiously, I don't think I believe in God, and I, especially if there is a God, don't believe in a God that hates gay people, and if that God does hate gay people, I don't want anything to do with God. I will go happily to hell and live it up with Satan. Okay, anyway, this is, yeah. This is a song that I heavily relate to. It's fucking beautiful, fucking amazing. That whole album, chef's kiss. I love it. It hit me so hard and at the right time. I feel like that's kind of how music is. You find it at the right time in your life, and I definitely did. So I feel like we had some deeper conversations today. Totally didn't expect that, I guess. But there you go. You learned a little bit about me. Anyway, let's go over our list here. So first things first, we have, I feel like I should have named them S1, oh whatever, not S1 2, S1, S2. These are all S tier, just different parts of S tier. S4. Because these are all S tier songs, but if I have to rank them, that's how I did it. Okay, first we have S is Moment by Mercules and Old Self by Early Adopted. S tier 1, we have Pine Barrens by Jakey, Heart on My Sleeve by Mercules. S tier 2, we have Cowboys Don't Cry, Oliver Tree, and Lil Nas X, Sun Goes Down. S tier 3, we have Slumber Party and Stupid by Ash Nico. S tier 4, Driver's License by Olivia Rodrigo, and Bitter Fuck by Joji. Let me know if you have heard any of these songs. If you have, what are your favorites? Do you agree with me on how I felt about them? And share with me in the comments maybe your Spotify Wrapped top songs or top song. Also, I urge you to give these songs a listen. They're beautiful, they're wonderful, and they make my heart so happy. They're fucking great songs, so give them a listen if you haven't. And also, like I said, let me know your top songs. Maybe I can listen to what you've got and, you know, see how I like those songs. Maybe it'll end up on my next year's top list. I don't fucking know. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out. I hope that you enjoyed today's episode. Take care of yourselves, drink water, and do whatever you can to better yourself. And just do good. I hope you're doing good, and if you're not doing good, I hope that you're at least taking care of yourself until you get to a point where you can do better. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye, bestie.